drop 'em. One hook and I'll rock 'em. One more and I'll stop 'em. Call the fighter, I'll lock 'em. Up 'em. If he reach, then I'll pop 'em. Street sweeper, I'll wash 'em. Homicide, come and chalk 'em. Drop 'em. One hook and I'll rock 'em. One more and I'll stop 'em. Call the fighter, I'll lock 'em. Up 'em.
You are now tuned into the Boxing Bros. I'm Caden. I'm here with my co-host.
What's going on, everybody? It's the Commissioner Trill Dollar Bill, and I'm in full effect, baby.
And this is G, and shame on you, Jake Paul. I'm forever never gonna support your fights again unless you fight a real fighter. Fact.
Ever, never.
Ever, never. You know what I mean?
Never, ever.
Are you gonna introduce yourself?
TDE.
They know who he is, right? They know you, right?
I don't need no introduction. Let's go wild.
He said he don't need an introduction. He's the only man on the screen who don't need an introduction. So watch your mouth, G. All right. The first topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is, did Jamaine Ortiz from Worcester, Massachusetts, shout out to Worcester, did Jamaine Ortiz deserve the victory over Vasiliy Lomachenko? Online, a lot of people were saying they feel like he won. A lot of people were saying they feel like Vasiliy Lomachenko edged it out. I'm going to turn it over to the man in full effect. I don't even want to know what that means. I think I have an idea what it means, but I don't want to know what it means. But to the man in full effect.
I'm just happy you got clothes on, man. God bless.
Like now he's in half effect. But Trill Dollar Bill, do you think Jamaine Ortiz deserved the victory over Vasiliy Lomachenko?
No, I do not. But I do think that the kid put in a good showing for himself. I thought he did very, very well against Lomachenko. The kid got skills. Lomachenko just edged it out. He had a couple of more rounds. When I was watching the fight, I was like, dang, I should have been scoring this. But looking at it visually, I thought the kid had a couple rounds, early rounds. And then, Lomachenko, late starter, came and took over the show like he always do. That jab on his eye was there, and he was moving around. He caught him with some good shots. But shout-outs for Jamaine Ortiz. He didn't lay down. He fought a good fight. He fought a hard fight. He has nothing to be ashamed of. He put up a good fight, but I did think that Lomachenko won. But all props to Jamaine Ortiz. Shout out to Worcester. They was in the building. But, the kid, don't hang your head low. You the man. You show that you can hang in there with the big dogs, and I look forward to seeing Jamaine Ortiz again. And I love how he handled himself.
Spirit G. I'm sorry. What'd you say, bro?
Oh, no, I love how he handled himself in the ring.
Oh. All right. Conspiracy G, man. What's up?
Yeah, I agree with Trill. I had it 8 rounds to 4 for Lomachenko. It was a good fight. Ortiz, he started off strong. I gave him like the first 2 rounds. The third round, I gave it to Loma, but that third round was like actually close, but what to me, what signified Lomachenko's victory was really from the 9th to the 12th round. That's where it was like Jamaine just like he started off strong and started to fade, and that's when Loma started picking it up, and it was just like, it was just clear, like, Ortiz, you had a good little running, man. What's the stand up? But nah, man, Loma was just better. But however, I will say this, because like the fact that Jamaine was Loma's like sparring partner for X amount of years, I think that played into the fight. Like Jamaine was like really confident for a dude that's like, fairly new to the game. Like he came in there like he really wanted to win. And so I was like, you could clearly see like they have that type of relationship in the ring. Like they know how each other fights. There was times when Vasiliy would do like angles and Jamaine will like adjust right away to prevent Vasiliy from doing what he normally does in the ring. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was pretty impressive. And, maybe I could wait for the next segment, but I'm just going to be honest with y'all. You know what I mean? I just have to throw it out there. Y'all can hate in the comments. I don't care. If y'all think Loma could still beat Devin Haney. You're out your mind. You know what I'm saying? We eating Ukrainian soup. We bring it on the menu. Ukrainian soup is back on the menu. I'm telling you, Devin Haney gonna violate your boy. He gonna violate this man. It's gonna be disgusting. So I'm just saying, Vasiliy, respect to you. You know what I mean? You say you want to play, you want to fight Devin next. I respect that, but just know you food out here in these streets.
Gee, Ukrainian soup wasn't a popular dish when you put it on the menu the first time. You had to take it off the menu last time.
No, listen. It's gonna be back on the menu, bro. Special edition. You know what I'm saying?
It's like the McRib making a comeback.
So you telling me you got a new recipe? Yo, G, you got a new recipe for this Ukrainian soup?
Nah, it's gonna be this. Oh, it has to be. It has to be. We're gonna.
But say the last Ukrainian soup had to leave the menu.
The last one was too party for the streets, so we gotta sauce it down a little bit. We gotta water it down a little bit. But I promise you, there's no way this Lomachenko is gonna beat my man Devin Haney.
We got to do an episode just with G called Hell's Kitchen. He does all his dishes.
We got cooking with G. Like G gonna give us his recipes and everything. But G,
It's only right.
Question. Are you saying next year Ukrainian soup's gonna be on the menu all year long?
Yo, man, listen. When that fight happens, I promise you this: we dishing out. It's gonna be like
BJ's. Everybody gets samples.
You know, like at shelters, they always pass out the soup. That's what we're gonna be passing out.
Wait. So G, so if I hear you correctly, we're gonna have Ukrainian soup with Devin Haney, Vasiliy Lomachenko.
Yep.
And we're gonna have Ukrainian soup with Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk.
I don't know about
so now,
I don't know about that one.
You already talked beefy, G. No, G.
I think Tyson Fury gonna win, but
no, G. You
Ukrainian soup against
G.
I don't know.
You already flip flopping, G.
Nah, I'm not even flip flopping. You know what?
Yes, you are, G.
Yo,
you are flip flopping.
Right,
G, you was talking massive
Ukrainian soup all around. Next year, Ukraine was it 2023 Ukrainian soup? Let's get it. You know what I mean? Usyk and Lomachenko. It's whatever. You know what I mean? Hey,
2023 is the year of Ukrainian soup. You heard it here live on Boxing, bro.
Chef Boyardee is putting them all in cans.
Yo, I'm just saying. Y'all gonna see right after that fight. You just gonna see me here with a little bowl of Ukrainian soup, man. It's gonna be lovely.
We're gonna see. All right.
Yeah, you agree with me.
Just don't eat your words, G. But this fight last night.
My words. I'm planning to eat the Ukrainian soup. What you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Shoot.
Ukrainian alphabet soup.
Oh man. Last night. Yeah, I was at watching that G's crib. I thought this fight was dope. Jamaine Ortiz came out strong. You know, shout out to the hometown kid. Yo, he was putting on. But he faded in the later rounds where he really needed to like pace himself because he came out, he was throwing them punches at Lomachenko, and you know he looked impressive in the first 4 or 5 rounds. But after the 6th,
yo, this children did a cartwheel for no reason, bro. Like my fault, go ahead.
I didn't even see that. But yeah, he looked impressive for the first 4 or 5 rounds. Then he completely faded after that. And then Loma just took over and just dominated and showed him why. I get it. This is your first elite fighter from your on your resume, and it takes a type of discipline and type of training to prepare for these type of guys. But Loma showed that this is why he's Lomachenko, and he took over. He dominated the fight. And some rounds I could have sworn for 2 or 3 rounds. Jamaine couldn't touch Loma, and Loma was just tagging him up, hitting him with uppercuts, and that bruise that was on Loma's face, he never could capitalize off of that after that either, because Loma's face looked from after round 1 till the end of the fight, it looked the same, and Jamaine's face was just everywhere.
Yeah, well, just to clarify that abrasion that was on Loma's face was from the tape.
Yeah, the tape
of Jamaine Ortiz glove. He didn't catch him with a clean punch. He caught him with like the tape on his face. So that's what caused him off.
He needed more Vaseline.
That is true, maybe, but I don't know. I think like the way that tape is, like it gets in to like your skin or whatever. But so that's probably why Jamaine Ortiz couldn't capitalize on that, cut or whatever. But here's what I think. I think that Jamaine Ortiz gave a great account of himself. He should be proud. When you look at the quality of fighters that Vasiliy Lomachenko has made quit in the past, although there may be some who say he's not the same Vasiliy, we're going to get into that in the next segment. But Jamaine Ortiz held his own. I don't think anyone who watched that fight last night felt like Jamaine Ortiz was outclassed, felt like he didn't belong in a ring. G brought up a great point that they used to be sparring partners. And the thing about being sparring partners with someone is you start to learn them. You start to learn what they do. So, for example, you take any great athlete and you put them against someone who's seen them multiple times or who's seen them repeatedly. It's going to be more difficult to surprise that person with your abilities because they've seen it before. So I'll give you an example. If you play for the Patriots and you practice against Tom Brady every single day, you practice against Tom Brady, and then you go on another team and you play against Tom Brady, you're not going to be in awe of Tom Brady. In fact, you're going to have some inside info on Tom because you played with him and you practice against him repeatedly. So you're going to know, and not to say you'd win, Jamaine Ortiz didn't win, but you at least would do better than someone who's seeing him for the first time, right? You're not going to be in awe of Tom Brady. So Jamaine Ortiz got to spar with Vasiliy. That means Vasily's changed angles on Jamaine Ortiz how many times before the fight? So he knows it already. He knows what to expect. He's seen it before. He's worked on it before. So when you saw, like G said, he was already making certain adjustments. But if you notice, towards the end of the fight, Vasiliy was spinning him, and Vasiliy started spinning him because what Vasiliy knows is this. To do all the stuff Jamaine Ortiz was doing was going to take a lot of energy out of him. And Jamaine never had to do that in any of his other fights. And what people don't understand about Vasiliy Lomachenko and even an Alexander Usyk, because if you look at Alexander Usyk and you look at Anthony Joshua from round 10 to round 12 was all Usyk. G pointed out from round 9 to round 12, all Lomachenko. Is the things they do start to wear on you because it's the mental pressure, it's the physical pressure, it's the everything, right? That's happening.
You know what I mean?
Check my footwork.
Trill calls it the feet work. You know what I'm saying?
But that stuff is real. So like where Ortiz, for example, was doing all that spinning at first. He's thinking, yeah, see, I'm keeping up with you, Vasiliy. And Vasily's like, okay, but I'm going to still be doing this in round 9, 10, and 11. And we'll see if you got the stamina to keep doing that. So see, like even in the boxing gyms, and salute to the people in the boxing gyms and salute to all the people who I saw in the gym, the pros, the amateurs, the soon-to-be pros who were telling me that Jamaine Ortiz is looking great and that he was going to upset Vasiliy. They really believed and they were adamant about it. Like they were telling me, like, bro, you wrong. Yo, listen, he came to play. Y'all were right. I'm sure he was looking. He had to be. He put in tremendous work. So y'all were right. Salute to y'all for putting me on. I wasn't even surprised because the way they were coming at me in the gym, they were already like, put 1,000 on it. I'm like, I ain't putting no money on this. Like, you know what I mean? I get it. You confident in your man, and that's cool. But like those guys, I'll see them hitting the mitts, right? They'll be doing their mitt work. They'll do their mitt work for 15 rounds straight. I hold the mitts for them. They'll be tired in 4 or 5 rounds. Why? I got them stepping in. I got them pivoting. I got them weaving. I got them bobbing. it's not just doing all this hitting the mitt stuff. When you got to do all that extra stuff, it becomes a lot harder, right? So if you go in there and just hit the mitts, you can do that for 20 rounds. You're gonna think, oh, it's easy to go 12 rounds. No, you got to simulate real situations. And what ended up happening with Jamaine Ortiz was he went in there and he started strong. He started very strong. And if you notice, Vasiliy didn't try to match him in the beginning. And I think we're going to get into this a little bit later. I think that could be a downfall for Vasiliy's, but we'll talk about that. But he didn't try to match him, just like he didn't try to match Tio. Vasiliy's looking at the energy being exerted, kind of like a car, right? If they're a car and Jamaine wants to use all his gas early, Vasiliy's like, fine, I'll catch you later. Like we're running a marathon. So if you want to sprint out the gate in this marathon, then go ahead. At some point, you're gonna slow down. I'm gonna keep my pace. I'm gonna catch you. Then I'm gonna pass you. And that's what that fight was. It was Jamaine coming out early. I actually gave Jamaine, I give him 3 of the first 4 rounds. And I ended up giving him 5 rounds. But to be fair, I gave Jamaine every round I could give him. So I had it 7-5, 115, 113. 116, 112 is fair. I think G, you gave him the 3rd round, you said. I think that explains the difference. I gave that to Jamaine because I was like, I expected Vasiliy to come on later. So I was like, I could even see it. I could see Jamaine fading. And I see he was doing a lot of energy to land a little bit of punches because he wasn't landing clean on Vasiliy like that. He wasn't landing like extremely hard punches on Vasiliy. He was landing. So I think he faded. I think Vasiliy pulled it out. Go ahead, G.
And I know y'all hate on my man Timothy Bradley, but it was one of the previous fights in that card. He talked about how a lot of beginners, they overexert themselves in the beginning and they can't maintain that performance and they fade. And literally that's what happened with my man Ortiz.
Go ahead, TV.
Well, I want to just say, last night when they both paused in the ring for like 20 minutes, 20 seconds, just staring at each other, I thought that was like the funniest thing this year in boxing. Like, like what do you have? Yeah, is this a stare off or something? But that was hilarious. I wanted to bust out laughing. That was that funny.
Well, probably some gym wars, but I'll close by saying this: sparring isn't a fight. That's what I keep trying to tell people, man. Like, I believe Robert Helenius used to do good work against Deontay Wilder when they were sparring. I genuinely believe this. When you look at the PBC countdown that they were showing, Helenius was talking about it, and you can see, like, he felt good about the work he used to do against Deontay Wilder in sparring. Deontay Wilder isn't a technical boxer. Yo, I'm sure you could find amateurs, like the top heavyweight amateurs, and bring them in camp, and they'll do decent against Wilder. But you put them 10-ounce gloves on.
You take off the headgear.
You're in a completely different ball game with that man, Deontay Wilder. That's all I'm saying to you. And same with Vasiliy Lomachenko. Like, sparring is one thing, and you can do all that stuff in sparring and everything. But you take off that headgear. You put on the bright lights, right? You're no longer a sparring partner for him. You're the person he's preparing for 6 to 8 weeks. And now you go in there with him. It's a completely different ball game. And Jamaine Ortiz didn't embarrass himself. But if you're saying that you think he won, you probably just don't like Vasiliy Lomachenko. Like, at the end of the day, which is, it is what it is. I mean, people have their feelings, but I don't think he won. I think he did a great job. Hold your head high. But Vasiliy Lomachenko is on to the next one, and we're on to the next topic.
Let us know how you feel in the comment section. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. We're just getting started. We are the Boxing Bros.